Hi everyone! In this tutorial, we will create a background animation with Particles.js. The particles have a blur effect, and their maximum size will change based on the screen size. Let's get started. Let's begin with the HTML. First, we add the CDN link to include the Particles.js library. Inside the container, we add this div where the particles will be displayed. We also add a text to show how to place it over the animated background. Now let's move on to the CSS. In this part, we set up the layout and background. We reset the margins, paddings, and box sizing for all elements. We use Flexbox to center the text. The section takes the full height of the screen. We also set a dark background. The container covers the full width and height. We add an overlay for a semi-transparent effect. The overlay and blur effect will be completed later to show them more clearly. Now let's move on to JavaScript. In this part, we configure Particles.js and make the animation responsive. First, we'll configure the particles inside this function. We set 50 particles for this animation. We also adjust 3 different colors. The opacity is set to 0.8. We set the speed and minimum size. We disable lines between particles. The particles will move slowly. We enable the bounce mode, so the particles return when they hit the edge of the canvas. And there is no effect when hovering or clicking. Now we create a helper function to make the particle size responsive. If the screen width is 800 pixels or smaller, the maximum size of the particles will be 50 pixels. Otherwise, it will be 80 pixels. When the page finishes loading, the animation is created. When the screen size changes, the animation restarts with the correct particle size. Now we make the final adjustments in CSS. We add a blur effect to give the particles a soft, hazy effect. We also set the overlay to make the text stand out. This canvas covers the entire screen. Finally, we set the z-index so the title stays on top of the animation. And there you have it. We created the background animation with a blur effect. We also made it responsive for different screen sizes. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more creative projects. Thanks for watching.